Hello, everyone. This is Stacy Cohen with the Center for Soulful Presence. And today I wanted to talk about some empath survival skills. So, some of the people that I work with are either highly sensitive or on the empath spectrum. And people who are highly sensitive or on the empath spectrum tend to get overwhelmed with stimulus and hanging out in crowds or getting a lot of information all at the same time. And so, one of the things I wanted to share was how to reduce distractions so that you can find a way to find your center, find ground, get some inner peace again. Now, some of you that are newer on the empath journey and you're learning how to navigate through feeling so much all the time, there are things like setting boundaries and limits and creating and carving out time for yourself so that you can recharge your batteries. Some of the things that people use as a way to decompress would be creating a beautiful space in your home, a place where you can maybe close the door or just have some alone time. And even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes, it's better than nothing, especially if you have a busy lifestyle. Some of the other things that people do is go out in nature, exercise, find time to cultivate some healthy, nurturing relationships with people that understand that you need some time alone and they're not going to sit there and judge you and guilt you into hanging out with them if you're needing some downtime. So, one of the things that I have been kind of experimenting with is the idea that one of the ways that empaths and highly sensitive people actually acquire input of energy is actually through the ears. And I actually discovered this myself being an empath, and where I would use earplugs to sleep. And there's just in my neighborhood, there's a lot more street noise going on. There is just a lot more activity in the place where, near where I live. And so I have noticed that when I put my earplugs in, I'm actually able to sleep. So, and it could also be like beautiful sounds in my environment, like chirping birds. And there's a lot more birds in my neighborhood because there's a lot of trees. And so, what I would do is the birds would actually keep me up. So, if I need my sleep and I would need to recharge, one of the things I do is put in some earplugs. I also have been able to get to test out a pair of noise cancellation earbuds, and those are amazing. And so, what it does is it cancels out that background noise, and you're able to create that single pointed focus, which is also my definition of meditation. So, just reducing the distractions, reducing the amount of input, and being able to literally, like when you put the earplugs in, you can hear your breath. And being able to quote unquote listen to yourself is the key to coming back home. For empaths, we're feeling other people's feelings, we're feeling other people's experiences, and we want to be able to feel our own body. And being able to come back home to one's body, and probably the two most essential things to that is one's breath and one's heart. And so, if you were to really be still, perhaps you could hear your heartbeat and you can hear your own breathing. And like when we were all children or infants, the mother would place us close to the chest. And so that is a way to hear one's heartbeat or or the breath. And that's probably one of the more comforting sounds. And so, since we are our own parent or mother, in essence, if you're a guy, you're still, connected to that essential essence where you're your own nurturer. And so to feel comforted again is to come back to that place. So if you can cultivate a quiet space, if you can get out in nature, if you can get to the gym and put your noise cancellation earbuds in and just tune out but tune in, you're going to be able to cultivate some peace, some some rest. It's because you're not getting barraged with a bunch of information coming at you. And I talk a lot about with my clients about input and output because it's critical that we regulate that. Otherwise, we wind up drained, have burnout, wind up sick physically or even on the emotional level, depressed or anxious because we wind up spinning out and running on empty. And the whole point of this is to make sure that we're getting full so that we're giving from our reserves. I mean, not giving from our reserves, but giving from our overflow. Because that's the way to create balance, and so that we're not giving with some other modus operandi, that it's coming from a place of wholeness. So that's a little bit about some empath and highly sensitive survival skills. I hope that helps. And please feel free to comment or send me an email or a message at artpresence@hushmail.com. And that's ARTPRESENCE at hushmail.com, or just check me out at stacycohenlpc.com. And I thank you, and I am so grateful that you were here to watch this video today. All right, blessings everyone. Take care.